I don't know who this guy is, but he makes a great point here saying the government has raised your kids. And it's, I think a lot of parents have thought that on and off, but parents will usually insist that, no, fuck that, I raise my kids. It's kind of a pride thing. You don't want to be a parent that didn't have the majority of the input as far as your child's raising your child goes. But this guy puts it in great perspective in that you might have wanted to raise your kids and you thought you were, but you're not and you haven't been. And now we're seeing the result of a government raising your kids. And we just saw that last clip. That was pure propaganda and brainwashing from the schools, what they see online, TV show and movies, everything. And, you know, a parent that isn't 100% in their kids' lives 100% of the time, which I'm saying is impossible, has to try to combat this brainwashing that's gone on for quite some time now. So listen to this guy. He's very astute.
Don't be surprised when you send.
Oh, it's John Lovell.
No. And we did values.
Yeah, that's pretty good stuff right there. And it's true. They told us they were doing this. I recall a book put out by one Hillary Rodham Clinton called "It Takes a Village." It was years ago, and the whole thing, the point of the book, was that yeah, you have a kid, it's your kid, but we're going to have some say in raising that kid, right? It takes a community of people, a village, to raise your kids. And the word village, it's very innocent. It doesn't really put forth what the truth is. We will raise your kids wouldn't be very comforting as a title, would it? Huh? It takes a village sounds like, well, I have a kid and I'm in my little village and I need to do something. So I'm going to go to Betsy over there and say, could you watch Junior? And she's part of the village and I'm part of the village. And now I could do what I want. My kid's safe. Village takes a village. That was the lie. The lie is the word village. A hostile bureaucracy. You wouldn't be so quick to hand your kid over to some faceless bureaucrat that's going to sit there and pump your kid full of propaganda and nonsense. But the village word sounds nice. I know everyone in the village. We all work together here in the village. But that was absolutely one of the steps in, hey, assholes, we'll raise your kids. I don't care what you want to teach them. I don't care what traditions and family values, American ideology you want to teach them. We're the village, motherfucker, and we'll teach your kid. And that's what they're doing. And we're seeing the fruits of their work when you see assholes like that kid, and just the pandemonium, the utter pandemonium going on in this country, and the lack of ability to think and reason things out and be logical and look at something and be able to know what it is, not what someone told you it is. And that's unfortunately where we are. They planned this for quite some time. And, when that book came out, It Takes a Village, it was very controversial. All the right wing and conservatives were saying, fuck you. I raise my kids. You don't raise my fucking kids. And, Hillary just laughs because she knew. She knew the plan was already in effect. It was already in effect and working on your kids, in the schools, in the entertainment field, everything. So that guy, day late and a dollar short, but he brings up a good point. They raised your kids. And when you see some of these issues, and then you think back, okay, was it ever different? Was the government raising your kids when they were going to school back decades ago? And were the parents raising them? Because a lot of kids have a very strong recollection of, not really being parented all that much. They'd give you, your TV, and dad might have been there for dinner. He's off working. He'd go to the game. So it was different, though. I think the parents had a lot more say in what you were seeing and doing, and what the schools were teaching you at the time. So even though they weren't technically hands-on any more than they are now, I still believe they were. But even if they weren't as hands-on then as they are now, even the hands-off raising of kids back then was more regimented, more traditional. You didn't let your kids watch shitty television, for the most part. You were more involved with what was going on in schools. If something was being taught to kids, especially sexual material, in school, it was immediately known by the parents. You didn't even have to go to the PTA. Some other woman, a mother, would get the word out. Do you hear what they're doing? They're showing condoms to kids in second grade, and so now you go, no, we're not doing that. And the school kind of goes, okay. That's what it was. Now you don't have a say in anything. There's laws that are in place in certain states and cities right now that say that anyone in charge, anyone of authority in the schools, they don't have to tell the parents about what they're teaching them and about discussions they're having, sexual discussions they're having with your kids, and all that shit. You don't know about it anymore. So I don't know if the parenting itself, sitting down and, hey, son, I want to teach you a thing or two, is any different, any more or less than it was. But that peripheral stuff, not even peripheral, the majority of what your kid is learning the second he leaves your sight is propaganda and nonsense, and the government raising them. So, guy brings up a great point. Whoever the fuck he is. John Lovell? Jim Lovell was the astronaut. John Lovell. I'll have to Check more of him out. Don't you like when you check someone's video out and you're like, wow, this guy, and then you check out another one and they're completely unhinged or liberal or something. I thought that was a good guy. And now he sucks. So I don't know.